We are aboard the working vessel Yuquot 3. The boats Yuquots 1 through 3 have been serving the Vancouver Island for a long time. Yuquot 1 was built in 1928, and the boat Yuquot 3 was built in 1942 and has been on this route now for over 50 years. The Yuquot name is derived from the area's first Americans word meaning healing waters. The Yuquot 3 is a converted 136-foot World War II wood minesweeper carrying up to 70 tons of freight and as many as 100 passengers. She travels through Nootka Sound on Vancouver Island's west coast, dropping off supplies for logging camps, fish farms, and communities, and carries tourists who desire to explore the central west side of the island. Meet Master Carver Sanford Williams. Master Carver Williams has made it his life's work creating authentic art of the First Nations people of BC. Williams was born and raised in Yuquot. His work is under the direct inspiration from his first American elders. Sanford Williams' work is featured in the Royal BC Museum in Victoria, BC, and other galleries. Yuquot is a remote village in the middle of the west coast of Vancouver Island and is accessible only by boat or float plane. Yuquot, also known as Friendly Cove, was first discovered by Europeans through Great Britain's explorer James Cook in 1778. However, in 1789, Spanish explorer Don Juan Francisco de la Bodega y Cuadra took possession of Friendly Cove and nearly triggering a war. War was, however, avoided because Spain recognized Britain's military superiority in the area. Spain acquiesced and returned control of the ships and land to Great Britain in 1792 through a treaty which became known as the Nootka Convention.
Hold me back, take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by, life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find my way.
Humpback whales are cherished residents of the Pacific West Coast. The migrating humpbacks journey thousands of miles into the tropical waters around Hawaii, Mexico, and Central America for breeding and birthing, and then northward. They take their time traveling the waters of British Columbia on their migration from Hawaii to the Gulf of Alaska, feeding on herring, krill, and other small fish in the rich, colder waters. As for inland BC, after spending a night in Kamloops, my first real BC experience was at a horse ranch and fishing trip. This is Lightning. I was the only one brave enough raising my hand when asked if anybody had riding experience. However, nowhere at the level Lightning put me through. He immediately opened up to a full gallop upon entering the open field. I had to duck branches left and right as we first entered the forest. Since then, my wife and I, prior to having kids, camped in the inland of BC several times. I have a group of friends who like to book fishing trips. We usually use guides for the intimate knowledge that they have about the local waters relating to the fishing around Vancouver Island, in the Inside Passage, and Mid-Island out on the Pacific Ocean side. Here we are, headed north in Johnstone Straight, British Columbia's Inside Passage.
Nice bit.
It might be too big though.
I was wondering. We hope not.
Trim a little off.
It's all by weight?
No, it's
By length.
What's the length?
80 centimeters.
That's the limit?
Yeah.
We don't know that yet, right? Because of the length of the board?
Yeah. I've got a mark on it. I have a feeling it's too big.
That's a big fish.
Yeah. Way too big.
Here's your trophy fish.
Yeah. Look at. Well.
He's pretty good size now that I see him.
Adventure sometimes involves danger. I put together a day trip up a fjord to Princess Lousia Inlet, an isolated location. We were vacationing with friends along the coast, circled are me and my adventure buddy Wayne. Wayne and I were about to travel to Princess Lousia Inlet. Our boat was fast, powered by twin diesels. The furthest I had ever been into BC's wilderness. With mountains towering on all sides. Unaware of what was about to happen. We had a stopover at the head of the inlet where, seeing the whitewater of Chatterbox Falls, we had lunch. On the return, blindly gazing aft, I noticed a ghostly light green spot speed past underneath, and I recognized it as being shallows. At that moment, the boat shrieked, bucked, and came to a hard stop. All the passengers were hurled forward. Someone landed on top of me. We were all stunned and very still for a while, trying to comprehend what had just happened. I went below into the engine room to see water coming on board in two places, each at about the rate of a tap. The bell housing on the port engine below where I sat was severed from the engine. The motor had broken off the motor mounts. The flywheel was exposed, giving me a real shudder. If it wasn't for a pin holding it to the shaft spinning at 2,000 RPM, I envisioned it coming loose and tearing the boat apart, and, well, we got no response with the radio, but were able to limp forward. We limped towards the mouth of the inlet on just one rocky motor. That's where the only habitat was, a retreat called Malibu, Young Life, a young Christian camp. These were passengers. The person who fell on me was the lady on the right, and she was soon to give birth. Later, gladly finding out she had a successful birth. A replacement boat picked us up and we made it back to our cabins in time for a late dinner. All ended well. A couple days later, we sniffed around and found the tour boat in a dry dock and inspected the propeller. The propeller had been mangled and the drive shaft had been bent about 30 degrees. I guess all's well that ends well. Well, we did catch salmon legally, and we got to keep some great Chinook King and Coho silver salmon. We're not in it only for the sport. It is a sport that can feed our families as well. What a privilege. British Columbia is a really large province of Canada, and I have ventured there over 30 times, but still have only barely penetrated it. There is so much more to explore, especially the northern parts. This is not the last chapter. If I have my way, the Pacific Northwest is bigger than a normal lifetime can cover. Let me know in the comments if you have any recommendations as to what you would like to see. It is January 1st today, so Happy New Year. Bye for now.